Cowboys Ravens. What's up, y'all? The preview. Just gonna hang out a little bit, talk about some things that I touched on yesterday. If you didn't see any of those videos, actually, let me get this mic situation solved right here. Any of my takes that I tried to sum up in short form last night, please make sure you go and check those out. But we'll kind of recap a little bit of those thoughts here and just talk about everything that's new in Cowboys land, including Jerry Jones talking about any Johnson, seemingly not named Jimmy Johnson, which is wild. Never thought we'd see the day. Things like that coming to fruition. If you're not sure what I'm talking about on that front, just Google Jerry Jones, Jamie Foxx, and you'll find it. How y'all feeling, though, about this one? I'm a little pessimistic, to be honest with you. Did we see? Please tell me y'all saw the interior clips that I shared last night. If not, we can do it again. Mike Zimmer, best. Oh, come on now. Best be using Micah Parsons like the chess piece that he is. Mike McCarthy best figure out how to marry up the run game to the pass game a little bit. Not complete overhaul. Like I said, we got the pieces up front. It's just a matter of time before they kind of all get on the same page, get the continuity flowing, and really start leaning on people because it's a much different offensive line this year, obviously. They don't really have space players anymore. They got guys that want to lean on people. So let's lean on people. Let's get downhill. One of the best ways to do that is to stop with the gun run crap. That's one of the points of emphasis from last night. What do we got on this, by the way? The Northern Lights, new Waggle polo. You guys are killing it over there. Any hat, by the way, any hat, polo, quarter zip, sweatshirt, hoodie that y'all see or that you have seen me wear the last 6 months, and that you will see me wear for at least the next 6. It's all from Waggle. Get your waggleon.com code HOZZLE10 for 10% off. That's the golf company that we are building, and it's going well so far. Waggle's been a fantastic partner. I love everything about them. In my opinion, the fastest growing golf apparel company on the market. But the cool thing about them is, and I'll show y'all some examples right here. Just a few of their hats. You ain't got to love golf to love Waggle. Master Special Gnome, Raccoon, Goat, Wolf. See that? It's pretty sick. Got the trees, the golf ball down there. It's where I usually am off my tee shot. Little flamingo action. We got Hazy. That's our company right there. The buzzing. Would like to be buzzing after this Cowboys game today, but we'll see if that's happening or not. Anyway, they bring this is one of my favorites, low-key. Shoot or shoot, baby. What's up, Isaac VR? How we doing? Gerald Stone, the Eagles are playing the Saints tough. Yeah, they are. Or the Saints are having a come back to earth game, and the Eagles just really aren't all that. One of the two. I saw Jordan Mailata, or was it Mailata? I know Lane Johnson was being evaluated with a concussion, questionable to return, and then they had another issue up front on their offensive line, so I'm not sure what's going on. But I saw Jalen Hurts fumble, throw an interception. He's turned the ball over a couple different times this afternoon. But, man, the most interesting storyline of this season so far, and of the day, is the Brian Flores defense that's just got two of the best offenses completely just stumbling all over themselves. Last week, the Niners, the infamous Brock Purdy quote to Brian Flores after the game. He walked up to him and said, "Dude, y'all's scheme is crazy." And then C.J. Stroud and the high-powered Texans offense, Bobby Slowick, another Shanahan-ish system that they just really seem to have no answers for. So it's kind of wild, man, to see him stymieing people like that. Be curious to see if and when and who cracks that code. But Sam Darnold's taking care of the football right now, man. He's just that, to me, that's a testament to Kevin O'Connell. Just a quarterback builder. Guy he helps out with the confidence for those guys, and you can just sort of see the easy buttons that are littered throughout their offense. Lots of play act, like moving the pockets just to make things easier, simplifying the reads. Got a guy like Sam Darnold who does have some athleticism, can make create new windows, I guess, new throwing windows with his arm by using his legs. So it's just fun, and he's been more accurate throwing the football down the field than he ever has been in his career. But it just goes to show you the confidence that he's got as a result of playing in a QB-friendly system. So my thing is, let's transition into the Cowboys and Ravens here, which is why y'all clicked on the video. Obviously, I know that everybody's interested in my thoughts, which I really don't have a ton more to build off of what I've already talked about. I try to simplify it as best as I can for y'all to help you understand. That's a dime. Good ball, CJ. Wow. But to me, it's Micah Parsons, man. Gotta get him going in the middle of the field, letting him hunt, rolling free from the middle. Because if our defensive interior isn't keeping our second level clean anyway, then you might as well just have Micah unimpeded as well. Just, because he's already impossible to block man-to-man and sometimes double teams on the edge. It makes it even more difficult when he's got a little bit of a head of steam coming from the second level, from the middle of the field, So anyway, to me, it's just letting the best athlete on the field go hunt unimpeded as early as you possibly can, or just at least on a 20 to 25% more than he has been, so that you can earn the right to rush the passer on third down. You got to stop the run first, and that's been the microcosm of this team. What we saw happen last week is what's held this team back for 2 years now and counting. I do think they have the ability to run the football a little bit better than they've shown, just because of the personnel up front. But like I said, it's just going to take a little bit of time for that to develop that continuity. But Mike McCarthy has to show me that he's got the ability to adjust and tweak some things with the scheme that help simplify the running process. I'm going to just show you guys a couple examples here real fast. Once I get it pulled up, let's get some background music, because it's going to take me just a second. Get this pulled up for y'all. Watch. Watch what happens when Alvin Kamara runs the football last week. All right, there we go. Share my screen with y'all so y'all can see what I'm seeing here. Boom. Just watch all the misdirection. Rashid Shaheed, one of the fastest men in the NFL, goes in motion. They've got misdirection at the top as well, behind the lead blocking Taysom Hill. Just watch this movement. Watch the eye candy. One more time. So watch, you're going to see Shaheed come in motion at the snap. Okay, pre-snap motion and at snap motion, two completely different things. But this is all leverage based. This is holding the second level, just making them hesitate a split second longer based. It is forcing communication based. These are all things that help. If you're not seamlessly moving people up front and creating running lanes for your backs, which it's kind of a nuanced, it's a bit of a nuanced approach so far and not really enough of a sample size, but the data would suggest that they are. The film would suggest that they really aren't. So it's kind of tough to know what to put more stock into. But the bottom line is the real low hanging fruit for this team is number 98 right there on your screen, who is now on IR for reasons other than injury, allegedly. But just, I mean, look at this. So you've got the entire offensive line flowing to one side. You've got Rashid Shaheed in motion off the screen here. You can't see him yet, but you're about to. And then you've got Taysom Hill flowing to that side as well. So that's what that is what I mean by marrying the run and the pass. They can run that exact same alignment, that exact same formation, that exact same everything, okay? But with Shaheed and Taysom Hill flowing the opposite direction, guess what that does? They can play action boot off of that and have two different options to throw to. If Chauncey Golston over here, the left end, and Kalen Carson don't have eye discipline and they're too aggressive flowing to the side that the offensive line is flowing to, then you've got problems. You've got numbers. You've got a box safety as your safety valve, 1-on-2, essentially, in Donovan Wilson, if that were to happen. But just watch this play, man. So you see Kendricks, I'm not really sure what he did there to dip and shoot that backside gap. Like it's, he sees the direction that Kamara's headed. What happened was at first, you'll see 50, watch 50. The motion causes him to slide over. So he takes that last minute shuffle. And that's what I'm talking about. It's just the eye candy that holds the second level. See that? He shuffles because Rashid Shaheed's coming in motion. And then he tries to shoot through and dip underneath Linval Joseph. Whereas Maris Lufau, it looks to me like he did the right thing by forcing Kamara back in. But I think what it looks like here is it's the eye candy. See, look at Chauncey Golston back there on the backside. He's still stuck. He's trying to play, because the ball handling of Derek Carr, it looks to me like Chauncey still thinks that Carr's got it. See, that's a pitch. That's a built-in secondary option or a secondary play call off of that formation. That's a pitch, actually. But they could also boot out of that as well if they wanted to. But it looks to me like Kendricks should have shot one gap over to the right, and then DeMarvion Overshown after, he sees the ball carrier with Alvin Kamara. And once again, I'm not an expert in this, but that's why I'm just interested in learning. I'm always looking to see what exactly is going on here in these instances. But it looks like Demo was supposed to fill the gap that Kendricks shot. And then as a result, you get big play. 11, 12-yard carry. And that was just the story of the day. There was 2 consecutive plays that I showed. Sam Darnold down. Anybody see what happened there? Okay, let's go second quarter. I think at the 7-minute mark is where the sequence of plays was that I want everybody to pay attention to, okay? That's the reason why the Cowboys looked the way that they did last week. It's the microcosm of their failures against playoff caliber teams and in the playoffs over the course of the last couple of years. And it's the reason why I have my doubts today. Right here. This is it right here. Brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. You tell me who you're watching or what you see, what jumps out at you. You guys be the judge. Just really poor anchor, really poor pad level, really poor effort to me. You see it from the end zone cam here. And I'm not using him by name intentionally, just out of respect for the player. Oh, that's a different play, actually. But yeah, you guys can do your own research as to what I mean by phantom IRing a player is. Let's just say it's not a good thing. Okay. I realized the play I was showing you earlier about the motion right here. That it's the same exact play that I'm showing now. But I was so keyed in on watching what the Saints do offensively, I forgot. Which I don't know how I forgot. It should be impossible to overlook what just happened there on the Cowboys side of things. But I digress. Wait, the Eagles scored, huh? The NFL is so wonky, man. Parity in this league is just ridiculous. Let's see what you guys talk about. Really don't want to be in here too long. Isaac, you can set it up on Sam Darnold's coming back in. That's a good sign. I do all my stuff through StreamYard. So StreamYard is the kind of the one-stop shop for me as far as live streams go. Weather on the Eagles Saints game in a dome, delaying it. That's actually funny. I guess so. We're less than 90 minutes till kick. Let's check the official injury report. Let's see, because I know the Ravens had a couple important players that were questionable heading into this game. Let's see what they're talking about. I bet you Patrick No C Walker's got us dialed in here. Let's take a peek. No C. Are you coming to make your debut again? Yeah, here we go. So we got Cowboys inactives versus the Ravens. Here's our good luck charm today, guys. This is why we're going to win. All right. Got a cheerleader. Say hello. So we got Vikings in the zone again. All right, for the Cowboys inactives, obviously Trey Lance, emergency third quarterback. Tyrus Wheat, John Stevens Jr., interesting. Ryan Flournoy, interesting. Matt Waletzko, Buddy Johnson, and Andrew Booth. No surprises there on the last three. Hi. What you doing? You being a turkey? You gonna watch the game? Yeah. You gonna watch the game with us? Let's check the Ravens official inactives as well. What? We gonna win today? Sorry, it's taking me a little bit longer. It's type with one hand. Okay, so their rookie corner, Nate Wiggins, who was questionable with the neck and a concussion, has been cleared. So he's active today. That's interesting. They got safety Bo Brady is out. Quarterback TJ Tampa is out. Outside linebacker Adisa Isaac is out. Their center Nick Samak, I think that's obviously not their starter. Devontae Walker and Deanne Brent Urban. Hey, Cowboys fans should be familiar with that name, Brent Urban. So it looks like everybody that was questionable, that was significant for them, is cleared to go. So that's good. I mean, you want to beat teams when they're at full strength, anyways. Give you a true test so you can really learn about yourself. What you doing? You just want to play. What you doing? Okay. Here we go. Okay. You think we'll get Amari back? I've heard rumors. I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if they did that. I think that if they're giving up, you'd love decline. I'll be back in a second. We'll wrap it up here soon so we can go play with the babies. But I think that their issues are much bigger than receiver at this point. The offense, yes, I understand it hasn't looked the way that we want it to look just through 2 weeks, but we gotta recognize the reality of the situation and of the NFL these days. That's just the way that it is. With teams aren't playing in the preseason anymore. Their most important players, for the most part, now more than ever, more players are playing less in the preseason. So it's just going to be like that for the foreseeable future. Yeah, no, I mean it is interesting for sure, but I'd just be shocked because of the way that he left. He didn't leave on the best terms. There were questions about, rightfully or wrongfully, about his commitment to the team. He's constantly nicked up, right, which to me is just bogus. But I'm just talking about the storylines here, the narratives that were spun in defense of only receiving a 5th-round pick in exchange for his services. But just to give up capital, which I would imagine it would probably require, I don't know, let's say a day 2 pick probably, to get an all-pro caliber player like that, when it looks to me like if the Cowboys really are serious about making a run and want to have a chance at all in the postseason. That's another thing too, Mr. Poopy Butthole. That is accurate. That's what I'm talking about. The questions about his commitment, which rightfully or wrongfully I think is bogus. But it is what it is. Saints go from averaging 19 yards per play a week ago to now they can't punch one in on the end zone against the Eagles. Thought I'd see more of a concerted effort to get the ball moving on the ground against this team. You force Derek Carr to drop back over and over and over and over again. It usually doesn't work out too well for you. Yeah, Flournoy, I mean, it's coming sooner than later, man. That's a dude that, if nothing else, you saw the physicality that he possessed and brought to the table in training camp, right? That dude is, I mean, he's just built different. I said that when we were kind of counting down to the final cuts, the 53 cuts. I'm like, you can find the Jalen Brookses and the Jalen Moreno Croppers and the Tyron Billy Johnsons, while all those guys had their share of success in training camp as well, you could find those guys on the streets all over the place. Like guys that are fast, have the ability, have a little bit of long speed, a little bit of separation, strong hands, can contribute on special teams. Those guys are everywhere. But the guys that can do all of everything that I just said, as well as be really physical at the point of attack, as far as high pointing the football, and then also just being a demon in the running game as a blocker. That's where Flores separates himself. That's where he's different. That's why the Cowboys knew no matter what. And I was speculating that if push came to shove, Jalen Brooks, Jalen Moreno-Cropper, Tom Billy Johnson, one of those guys is getting cut before Ryan Flores because of the frame. Just he's a rare physical player, just a big body, but matches the athleticism of all the other guys that are in that same conversation. So let's look at what the Ravens do a little bit. Kind of been breezing through this film throughout the week. Much different approach on the ground. Obviously, it's more of a what you see is what you get downhill style. Not a lot of eye candy. And they're missing, 3/5 of their starting offensive line from a year ago. So it's been a bit of an uphill climb for them through 2 weeks so far. But, if the Cowboys aren't significantly better, more physical, playing with better leverage and pad level at the point of attack in the middle, then the Cowboys won't have a chance in this game. It'll be ugly. It'll get ugly early, and it'll stay ugly throughout because, as we know, this team can't play from behind. So, but yeah, it is the NFL. These are our professional athletes. The Cowboys, I'm sure, were embarrassed, and so that's one of the reasons why I said if they can turn that embarrassment into effort can go a long way towards overcoming some of your deficiencies with just the physical stature in general, right? What am I trying to do here, man? I got to be better at multitasking. I just get completely distracted with my takes or with my thoughts. Okay. Here we go. Make sure y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Yes, you can. Let's fast forward. We don't want to see because it's interesting, right? It's the Ravens' number one run defense, bottom 1 or 2 pass D. Cowboys bottom 1 or 2 run offense, top 1 or 2 pass offense over the course of the last couple of years, at least. Through 2 weeks, they have not been, but we know what happens inevitably, whether it's week 3 or week 7 or week 15 of the regular season when Flores is healthy and upright. We know how that goes. You're going to put points on the board. And it's going to have to be a healthy dose of that today for me. Dak getting it done through the air with his right arm. That's the formula against this Ravens team. This is not a team you want to try to start running the football against. And obviously they need to, and they should. But I'm just skeptical as to whether or not that's going to be able to happen. So here, once again, there is a pre-snap motion technically that get logged as a pre-snap motion, but it's not really solving anything in terms of leverage or forcing communication. Like you're giving the defense time to reset before you snap the ball. So they're much more stagnant, much more, hey, we're announcing what's happening. When Derrick Henry's on the field, we're obviously pounding the rock or we're play action booting up out of there. Justice Hill, it's a little bit more of a versatile approach because he's got the ability to be a weapon out of the backfield catching the football. Derrick Henry, not to say that he can't. They'll get him going in the screen game and things like that. But it's just like the Cowboys kind of telegraphing their tendencies with their lack of pre-snap motion, their stagnance before the ball is snapped, right? It's a pretty decent tell, at least through 2 games so far this year, that they're going to be running the football. They're motioning pre or at the snap, then they're getting things going through the air. Not a secret at all, at least in my eyes, as to why we see so much success throwing the football with this team and why we see so little success running it. Just because last year you didn't have the people movers up front to really just be able to overcome telegraphing what you're going to do. This year, you have two rookies up there that are struggling still, just trying to get acclimated to the league, right? You got one guy learning how to play a brand new position. You got another guy technically learning how to play a brand new position as well, but also just dealing with some technical nuances at the position that he's just raw at. Obviously, we're referring to Tyler Guyton. A little pre-workout going here, y'all. I'm kind of dragging today. I was up way too late last night working. We were hosting a little pre-wedding celebration get together for my soon-to-be brother-in-law. Well, he is my brother-in-law already, but so I had to rewatch the Texas game last night after everybody left. I had to help my wife kind of pick up a little bit, and then I had to finish my project for this matchup. So we got a little bit of caged pre-workout sport here. All the tingles, all the sensations. Be right back. See if the Eagles can go classic Eagles and just milk the rest of the clock here, win a football game. Another pick, man. That B-Flow, that Brian Flores simulated pressure, heavy blitz approach that he's running right now, man. He's got those boys dialed in. Quarterbacks have no answer for him right now. 3rd and 11. Let's see if the Saints can get off the field. Here we go. Yep. Ooh. Good pressure. Threw it away. Punt that thing. They're out of field goal range, yeah. $27 for 34. He's actually been surprisingly efficient through the air without Lane Johnson, assuming he hadn't come back into the game yet, which I haven't seen. Let me go live on TikTok real quick. Funnel some more people up in here. So y'all know where to find me in the post game. Boom. There we go. All right. Back to y'all. Appreciate you, Gerald. Thanks for being here, man. Enjoy the game. Nobody gave me a score prediction, though. Y'all didn't tell me how y'all feeling about this one. I'm not nervous. I'm just skeptical. Hello, Sadiqa. What's up, my girl? How we doing? You were in here for almost 2 hours the other night. I appreciate you for supporting and sharing and interacting in here with us. Thank you so much. All right, TikTok coming in. We've already kind of been live for about 40 minutes previewing things over on the YouTube side. So Jordan Boyer, what's up, baby? How we doing, brother? My dog. That's my dog. Yeah. At the Lando Show over on YouTube. That's what we're talking about, brother. I was kind of going over the blueprint, letting people know what needs to change if they want to have a chance. And one of those things is Micah Parsons off ball and in the middle of the field on early downs to stop the run. If you don't still don't understand why that is. Anybody out there, Google me on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok. I think it's titled on every platform, Misusing Micah, if you're curious about that. I can pull it up and play it over here on YouTube. Might as well. We ain't really doing much else. I'll play it over on this side of things. Once again, that's the best place to be. If you're on TikTok and you're not following me on YouTube, what are you doing? 34,000 over here. Only about 4,000 over there. Come on, man. We got to pick our game, step our game up, TikTok. Let's go. This video brought to you guys by Recover 180, the best hydration beverages with all the all natural ingredients in the game right now. Nobody touches them. And I wouldn't say that if I didn't believe it. Aaron Jones getting busy. Let's go, AJ. He said, I'm going to take a nap. I love Aaron Jones, man. To me, he and Alvin Kamara are the closest thing to Christian McCaffrey in the game right now. Not a hot take. Not a hot take. What was I doing over here? And I'm going to get to some of y'all's questions real quick because I've already got this all broken down as far as the blueprint goes. You can Google that as well if you're curious to hear it. Go check it out. It's on this platform, on the TikTok side. It's on every other one that I just mentioned. But I'm going to play Misusing Micah because it kind of fires me up a little bit. Really gets the people going, you know. Actually, I think if I just type in Micah, it pops up. There we go. Look at that. Like a glove, baby. Playing out of position. Just watch these two plays real quick. YouTube, make sure y'all can hear that. I'm actually pretty sure that you can't. Look. A lot of strong opinions lately on Micah Parsons and whether or not he's being misused and playing out of position. Just watch these two plays real quick. While they're watching that, I'm going to back this microphone up so we don't have too many different distractions. Yes, sir, Matt. See, I appreciate the support, man. Thank you. Thank you for telling it like it is. What do we got on this shirt, by the way? Northern Lights from Waggle? Are you kidding me? I don't care what side of the argument you stand on. You cannot convince me that when you see that, Waggle's killing it. At the very least, want to see a little bit more of it. This video is also brought to you by Waggle. Didn't know that yet. You should. Not normal. So look, based on most of the exchanges that I've seen, company in the game, the side that's pro Micah is strictly an edge. Isn't exactly keen on considering that both worlds can coexist. They don't have to be mutually. The Saints can pull this off. On the other side of that coin, the side who wants to see him more. It's gonna be fun to watch what happened in that one. We acknowledge how decimated that we are. All right, y'all get it. YouTube side, y'all get it. We want to see it. If you want to see the rest of it, I'm gonna let y'all do it. Earn the right. Because you should know it by now. I just want to win. Yep, me too, Sadiqa. Me too. Questions. Let's go. What do we got? My question actually is, if you're not subscribed to me on YouTube as well, why? That's my question for this game. If you type in the Lando show, and I believe under the title, The Blueprint, or just Cowboys Ravens preview, you'll find the live stream here. But nothing really up in there that we talked about. Not even going to lie. I'll shoot you straight. There's nothing in that preview or the live right now that I didn't really cover yesterday in the short, the reel, whatever. Tyler Prescott, I subbed up to everything. Appreciate you, Tyler. Thank you. What's up, Jimmy? I had a punchline earlier at the beginning of the stream on YouTube, Jimmy, that we got Jerry Jones talking about seemingly every Johnson not named Jimmy at this point in time. It's just so wild. What a world we live in. Just when you think that Jerry couldn't possibly cowboy this whole thing up anymore. He goes and has that video leaked. And why do y'all think that y'all tell me, why did that just now happen? Because that was very clearly a video of Jamie Foxx chilling with Jerry in their little fortified press box up there in Oxnard. So, like, why is that just now coming out? Huncho says, got to limit the flags and manage the run, not stop, but yeah, because guess what? Listen, and thank you, Sadiqa. I appreciate you. She says, I will subscribe. Let's go. I will subscribe. Yeah. Got to limit the flags and manage the run, not stop, but manage. So, did you see the Phantom IR? Fergie back is big. Yeah, we just went through the inactive report as well, Jimmy, and that was a big one for us. I didn't actually specify or preface that. I should have, but the only questionable one was Ryan Flournoy, the one that I was somewhat surprised by. I think we're going to see him sooner than later. So patience is a virtue. You'll get it. We'll get there sooner rather than later. Hey, man, varsity choir 2 years running right here. Don't doubt me. Don't sleep on me. Hey, he said, let me get your best filet. Yeah. Boy. Hey, if I don't get a tip for that one, I'm logging off. That was fire. Deuce days numbered? I don't think so, honestly. Probably just woke up Hagen. So thank you for that, T. Appreciate you. You're going to have to buy the fastest plane ticket you can find and get here. Hop on your private jet and come babysit so I can watch this Cowboys game. So I can watch Lamar and Derrick Henry combine for 300 yards on the ground today. Boy, I ain't no country. I ain't no country boy. Hey, I cut a rug, though. I can definitely do that. I'm telling you right now, if you want your wedding to be fun, you just invite me to the reception. We're gonna have a good time. You picking Ravens? I'm not necessarily picking them. I mean, Vegas doesn't even know. It is a pick 'em essentially in the eyes of Vegas. So Sadiq's laughing at me. I'm telling you, I get weird right around game time. I'm like a little kid again. No, not really. No, I'm being sorry. I'm expressing humility for the film that I saw last week against the Saints. 300 yards obviously is probably a stretch, but if they bring that same effort, which I don't think they will, and one of the guys, once again, is Phantom IR. If you don't know what that means, just look up Cowboys IR, and you'll probably find it. Like I said, oh, we got a Saints tug. That's toe tap. That's buckets. Wait. Okay, they're going for 2. Yeah, they counted it. Cool. Saints tug. Let's go, man. T, what you doing right now, man? We skiing today? Just kidding, but when's the snow coming? I know it's got to be soon. T hails all the way from the valley, the Utah Valley, Salt Lake City. You golfed this morning? Man. So we got back from Jackson Hole about, I guess it was 2 weeks ago now. And I came away from there essentially saying, sooner rather than later, once I get this network check, I want to invest in some property up there in either Idaho, Montana, or Wyoming. Montana just the mountains got their first snow last Tuesday. Sheesh, man, that's crazy. Lando 208, nice name, dude. Let's go. How we doing? Let me see some score predictions up in here. Y'all tell me what you're feeling. What's the over/under, actually? Been so focused on this shameful Cowboys run defense that I don't even know what the spread is, or I know what the spread is. I don't know what the total. Cowboys, Ravens. Over under 47.5. Interesting. 27-20. Wow, 31-13 Baltimore. Okay. Ravens by 83. Yeah, Homer, that's what I was just talking about. If the effort doesn't improve up front or in the middle, I guess, the effort up front on the edge was fine. Just Micah and D-Law can only do so much when there's 5 or 3 other 300-plus pounders getting to the second level completely unimpeded because, anyway, out of respect for the players, we're going to leave that alone. But, yeah, I teased earlier jokingly, of course, that Ravens behind Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry are going to gallop for probably 300 on this defense. If they bring the same effort, the same product that we saw in the run game last week, that will happen. Eric Brisino? What part of Idaho you thinking? So we stayed up in Driggs this past weekend. We got a little B&B up there, and honestly, that place, that would be just fine with me. What we got? She crawling? Okay. We got a little creepy crawler back here if y'all see. Uh-oh, I see a shadow. What you doing? Here, let's lower it so she can see. All right. First look here. That's all right. If she goes for the chords, then we'll just log off because it's almost game time anyway. We got our little creepy crawler over here. Hi, pretty girl. Her score prediction. Who's going to win? Are we going to win or are they going to win? If you want to win, put Booby in. Okay. Oh, we're in the danger zone now. Danger zone. Like, wow. So many lights. So pretty. Okay. All right. Well, 5 more minutes. It's all good. She's all good. I'm going to get off here. Let's wrap this up. The score predictions. Let me know. Last minute, last second questions. Let me know. But one more time, I'll give you all a quick rundown on the things that I'll be watching. Brandon Cooks. No more stop routes. Get him in motion at the snap. Get him on posts, goes, shallow drags, and deep digs. That's his bread and butter. That's where he will still continue to be. He has the ability to be an elite wide receiver 2 in this league. All right. They've got to find somebody else that can win other than CeeDee Lamb and Jake Ferguson, I guess. That's one key. Key number 2, Micah Parsons. Off ball in the middle on early downs. Stop the run. He helps you do that. He cleans up some of the mess because of his ability to navigate traffic and play with power and downhill. Just the video that I've already talked about. Google me. Okay, the work is already done for you. You don't have to speculate anymore. It's not an if game or a question. Okay, it's no doubt about it what needs to happen for this team to have success. All right, Mike Zimmer knows that, I think. And I know that he knows that because we saw taste and glimpse and videos and previews all – we got fantasy questions. Hey, talking a little bit more of my language there too now with that one, Andrew. Appreciate that. Zach Charbonnet, Khalil Shakir, or Isaiah Likely at flex. I'm playing Zach Charbonnet. And somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but Kenneth Walker is out once again for this week. Is he not? The Bills are a run-heavy team who have okay, stay on task here. So that's number 2, Micah Parsons, okay? Key number 3 is significantly more willingness, I guess, or just concerted effort to marry the run game in to the pass game. Okay, bring motion and misdirection, just like all the best offenses in the league do right now, to the running game as well. Okay, but also Dak Prescott under center when running the football. Yeah, then you're playing a 3-down player, no question about it, mind you. Lock it in. Maybe force a punt. Yeah, maybe slow teams down to 17 yards per play instead of 25 this week. Yeah, that would help. That'd be a major key alert. What's your major key? Oh, you gonna turn us off here, huh? You like that button? And then I think there was one more. What was my other key? Oh, I forgot to put this in my preview yesterday. Wanye Thomas, look for number 30. Okay. If you start to see number 30 on the field a little bit more, it'll tell me that Mike Zimmer is continuing to flex his muscle and his hard-nosed nature, just like he did with the Phantom IR this week from He Who Shall Not Be Named, out of respect for himself. And it is, has the testicular fortitude to overcome, or I guess to override, the politics involved with Donovan Wilson's money. You just want me, don't you? Okay. Wanye Thomas doesn't make very much money, relatively speaking, but he's the best. He's your best cover man in the back end. Yeah, Dono, this is a game more of a game where Dono can shine, just playing downhill in the box. This is his type of game, but I'm just saying more often. Okay, Wanye Thomas needs to be on the field. All right. I hope that makes a lot of sense for y'all. And if you're still confused on those keys, I alluded to each and every one of those, but the Wanye Thomas one. You can go find that video and look at my guy, Rev Kramer. He's already ahead of the game. He knows how we're signing off here. All right, y'all enjoy the rest of the game. Prayer changes things. Absolutely. And I appreciate you saying that, Kramer. That's awesome, man. That's what it's all about, bro. So prayer changes things. The war's already won. Let go and let God. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right. All done.